Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 10. Double digits, guys.
We've hit a milestone.
Slay.
Woo! We've made it 10 weeks without killing each other yet. Yay!
Wow, my internet connection is unstable. Thanks, Zoom, for telling me.
I'm unstable, Zoom as well. It's fine.
Too
Welcome
real.
back to episode 10 of Lights Out, Let's Talk. And today we're gonna be talking about random things because
Nothing happened.
there's still no cars on track, and we're still
Yeah.
Cue the intro.
Way, woman who be thinking we soft, we don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hold up. Hey, woman who be thinking we soft, we don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off.
Guys, first things first, we must say a silent prayer for Brooke and for our other fellow Americans. TikTok is gone.
Brooke, what are you ever gonna do?
I literally said that last night. Like, what am I supposed to do before bed now? Like,
No, you know what I said to Beth? I was like, I'm really happy Brooke's in charge of the Instagram and not the TikTok.
I was thinking that exact same thing. I'm like, I'm so glad that I wasn't in charge because that would have been really unfortunate.
Yeah. For those who don't know, these two gals run our social media pages. I run the YouTube, Brooke runs the Instagram, and Beth runs the Twitter and the TikTok. So
I also run Threads.
To be fair, I do
It's the same.
I do throw the odd tweet in there whenever I'm bored. I'm like, hey. So you guys never actually know which one of us you're interacting with. I feel like we need to start like signing off the tweets with our names, but maybe
It gives into the illusion of like, oh, who am I talking to today?
Yeah, maybe the
animosity. Nope, that's
No.
the wrong word.
I know what word you mean, Lucy.
Anonymity.
Glasses are dirty, but yes, TikTok is gone for the Americans. How long will it be gone? We don't know because Mr.
We don't
Orange
know.
2 days.
might be reinstated.
Yeah. I should be coming back tomorrow for 90 days, but we'll see.
Might. By the time this podcast goes up, TikTok could be back.
It could be.
We don't know. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird time, to be honest. You don't realize how much the Americans contribute until you actually go on TikTok, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah, what's it looking like? What's it looking like?
To be fair, all of my videos are just about James Charles.
Yeah, and I keep seeing loads of people being like, now the Americans are gone, let's play our bangers. And it's like primary school songs.
Yeah.
It's basically a lot of people making fun.
I've also seen some plots going out to be like, let's confuse the Americans when they return.
Stop. No.
And I've also seen people saying, who are we going to target our hate at now? So it's a lost world. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing with it. Some of our favorite F1 content creators are gone for the moment. Brooke, obviously. We've lost.
It's a weird time because I was started to get consistent with posting TikToks, and then
they said nope.
I've been silenced.
You have. Were you silent or were you silenced? Yeah, we've lost Joe. We've lost Noah. We've lost a lot of we've lost Taylor Swift, guys.
We've lost Taylor Swift.
I don't know how this is going to work.
Hilton is probably gone.
No.
Hilton admin.
Is IndyCar still going to have a TikTok platform? We don't know. It's all up in the air right now, guys. We don't know where it's going. We don't know where it's going to end up. But my thoughts and prayers are with the Americans. But for today, we are going to focus on some Formula One and whatever else is going on in the world, but mostly Formula One.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, there's really not
Everyone's
much.
away on winter break. I'm losing the will. We're only on like day 42 out of 98 with no F1. We're not even halfway there, guys.
We're halfway to testing though, so
Yes,
we can love that.
There we go.
There will be cars on track eventually. Yeah, but we're getting there. So we're gonna do a couple of games today. I've got some questions to ask the girls that we're all going to answer, which I would also love to hear your guys' answers in the comments as well. And we're also going to do a new little segment called Radio Wrap Up, which I also have an intro video for, so stay tuned if you want to see that. But first things first, we're going to talk about on the lines of social media and TikTok being banned and everything. Some fans are losing their goddamn minds. And
They always are.
I don't mean losing their mind in the sense of, oh, I'm so bored, I want cars on track, losing their minds. I mean, what bullshit rumors can we make up about every single driver until we get there? We touched on a couple of the rumors last week's episode with Lando being pregnant and vaping. There was another rumor that sparked this week that Franco Colapinto is now expecting.
We're just rebuilding a grid. We're getting ready.
No, literally.
Yeah, but I will admit, Beth and I fell down a little wormhole the other night of social media. My God, did it get dark. We decided we were going to brave the internet for you guys. And we wanted to see how deep and dark we could get into TikTok.
It was scary.
How far did the TikToks go?
That's not good.
We were on POVs about telepathic babies.
A classic, really.
We were on saw a POV that was literally just all the drivers dying over YN crying. No, YN was dying and all of them cried. Something like that. It got dark. It got real dark. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is scary. Like, this is real scary that people actually spend their time making these and posting these.
And they do it seriously, too.
It was the AI image that I found yesterday of Logan and Oscar.
Stop. I saw that and that just...
And I kid you not, every time I search Oscar Piastri on Pinterest, there was nothing in my search about Logan. I was like, Oscar Piastri holiday, Oscar Piastri and Lily, Oscar Piastri McLaren. That picture was like the first picture that came up.
I was just getting screenshots from Beth going, what is happening?
I just wanted a picture of Oscar.
I think my personal favorite, and by personal favorite, I mean the one that traumatized me the most, was there was someone, I don't remember their TikTok handle, so they're not going to get fully exposed here. They genuinely looked about my age. Like, they looked like they were in their 20s. They were not young. Okay?
I remember this one.
This was not some, like, preteen, barely teenager person that's still living in Delululand. This was an adult. It was to the audio of Two Hands by Tate McRae, which we all know as the song Lando was rumored to be in the music video for. It was that audio. It was a photo of Maggie. Then you swiped on the slideshow. It was a photo of the girl that made the TikTok, and then you swiped again, and then it was Lando, and the caption was, please choose me.
Did you send that to us? Because I feel like I've seen that. I feel like you did, right?
I think I did, because I sent it to you, and I just went, oh, that's not okay.
Yes! No, that's one of the last TikToks I think I saw, to be honest. I remember that.
Wow. Wow, like, wow, the Delulu is next level. And then I sort of thought, this is a joke. Like, this is a joke, right?
It has to be.
You know, this is like a Meredith Grey, pick me, choose me, love me moment, right? No, I went through, her whole TikTok was about this. Not to mention, she participated in the strawberry trend.
Not the strawberry
If you
trend.
don't know what the strawberry trend is, congratulations, you've saved your own mental sanity.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But there was an F1 driver's strawberry trend, which required strawberries, a picture of a woman, and then strawberries and cream. Oh, and it was, no. So I'm traumatized now. I'm scared. I was sort of on the fun side of TikTok. That was all clips of streams and, you know, clips of the races, maybe drivers doing something on their little holidays that they're on right now. We've all been appreciating Lando's mindfulness series that he's posting on his Instagram stories right now. Does the genuine question, does Lando know he can add different songs to his Instagram stories?
Probably not.
Because we got five of the exact same song, and
I feel like it's
song called.
He's done different songs, but maybe he's just been. I don't know.
He's in his mindfulness era. Like
he's in his feelings. Our world is beautiful sometimes. Oh, thank you, Lando.
Our world is so pretty. Wow. Lapland. What a place. Wow. More sky photo. He's giving a 15-year-old girl's Snapchat when there's a pretty sunset.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
It's like that trend that's going around on Twitter. Like, that's like, oh, our world is so beautiful. And it's just people posting pictures. I know Beth did it recently.
He really took that chill guy trend and took it to the next level. He was like,
he's just the chill guy.
He's just a chill. So yeah, Beth and I were a little bit traumatized after that little extravaganza.
It was quite scary.
It ended up, it was 5 a.m. and like, I don't know how we quite made it that far. I looked at Beth and I was like, it is 5 a.m. But
we were down a rabbit hole. It was we couldn't stop. We couldn't stop.
We were so far down a rabbit hole. We ended up finding footage of Lando and his trainer John in Disneyland Paris in like 20
in a wheelchair.
No, but Brooke, I'll have to send you this video. But it was Lando, John, and somebody else. We didn't know who the other person was. Lando was in a wheelchair. I believe it was John's wheelchair because he had like a massive knee brace on. So I believe it was John's. Lando was in the wheelchair. The other guy then proceeded to shove Lando into a crowd of people in Disneyland.
Oh,
when I say we ended up down the rabbit hole,
we guys went down.
What my algorithm? It's fucked.
But it's fine because now we have John fan club. So
now we have John fan club.
We do.
We love John. Right. We're going to move on to a fun little game that I've been seeing all over TikTok. RIP Americans, but I believe it's made its way over to Twitter by now. /X, whatever you call it. I will never call it X in my life.
Twitter forever and always.
And this is called the 7 questions. It is 7 different questions about different drivers, Formula One, and you answer it, and everyone should have different answers, but considering Brooke is the American copy and paste version of me and Beth is the English copy and paste version of me, I'm the oldest. That's why I'm saying of me. I have a feeling all of our answers might be very similar, but we shall see. So up first is the driver that made you fall in love with Formula One. I'll go first. Mine was Lando.
Mine was Lando.
I feel we're all on the same wavelength, yeah.
We all Lando? Nice. I mean, I told my story about finding him on Twitch first, so.
I think I've also told my story.
Yeah, we all did.
Mine was just an orange car.
Nice. You saw that papaya.
I saw an orange car and I was like, I like that one.
That's the one.
That's so fair because that's how my friend picked her favorite Formula E team. She looked at the Nissans and went, that's a pretty livery. That's going to be my team. And I was like, that's okay.
You know, like you just got to do it sometimes.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay. The driver who always makes you laugh without fail. I'm going, man's not on the grid anymore, but I'm going Danny Rick.
I was going to do Lando or Danny Rick.
I'm going to say Oscar.
Love. Oscar laugh as well. It's his monotone. It's his just...
What McLaren did the 2 truths and a lie video at the minute. He's like, so guys, today we are playing 2 truths and a lie. There is a curfew for F1 cars.
So good. So funny. Okay, next up, the driver you miss the most. I feel like you both are probably going to go Logan. I'm going to go Danny Rick.
I mean, it's going to be Danny or Logan. So I'm going to choose Logan because he's my American.
LS2, my guy.
Yeah, my American.
Okay, your comfort driver. Lando.
Yeah, Lando.
Mr. Oliver Bannon.
Oh,
Mm.
so true. So true.
Love Ollie.
Also, not Beth being featured in Ollie Behrman's Autosport vlog.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go.
Mum, I made it.
She was in it for
There's a
0.2
thing.
seconds. We
But
watched
she was
it,
there.
and all I got was a video of Beth going, ah! And I was like, okay,
That's me.
that's me. Your little bow. That's how we noticed you. Your little white bow. Okay, the driver you will support no matter what they do. They could do the most controversial thing, and you're going to stand up on that podium in front of 1,000 people and go, you're all wrong. I have to say, Mr. No Riz.
I have to say, Mr. Norris.
Yeah, I feel that we're all on the same again now.
See?
Ollie, guys, Ollie.
The
That's true.
I
driver,
protect both those with my wife.
the driver you always talk about. Once again, I feel like there's a running theme here, but mine isn't necessarily Lando. I feel like, honestly, I talk the most about Oscar, but I'm going to go Lando.
I feel like it's a toss-up between Lando and Logan.
No, Brooke, you talk about Lance quite a lot.
Oh, I do talk about Lance because that's my pookie.
Quite a lot.
Lance is my pookie. It's gonna be Lance then.
Okay.
I just talk about everyone. I don't know. Probably Ollie though. Be so
I
fair.
was
You
gonna
talk
say
about
it's
Ollie.
gonna be Ollie.
What do you mean, Beth? It's totally Nick DeVries.
Oh yes, Nick DeVries, my king forever and always.
It's totally Nick DeVries. Although, to be fair, if we're going off Autosport, I was talking about Edo more than I was talking about Lando or Ollie or Oscar.
Oh, she was addicted
There you go.
to Edo.
All I was talking about was Edo. He may be a Formula E driver, but... Okay, and last but not least, a driver that you're always going to be proud of. I'm going to throw a curveball in here. Alex Albon.
Oh, that's so true.
Alex Albon.
Gone Brooke.
I mean, I'm gonna do Logan. It
I'm
has
also
to
gonna throw
be.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Oh,
Oh,
love Yuki.
I love Yuki.
No matter what he does, I'll be cheering him on. Go Yuki.
Go Yuki.
Love Yuki.
Okay, now it is time for the main segment of this podcast. Okay, it is time for radio wrap up. This is a new segment that we are going to be doing. We might do like a little by little each race week whenever we come into the new season, like our favorite radio from each race. But for today, we are going to do our favorite radios of the 2024 season, which Brooke got a little confused with.
We don't know. We don't need to tell the people this.
I'm
No,
going
we
to
do.
call
We need
you
to
out.
expose you.
They
We
don't
need to
need
expose
to
you.
know.
This has been planned for a month, where I've said you guys have a month, get together all your favorite radio moments of 2024, and Miss Girl's sending radio moments from 2021, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was going down a rabbit hole on Pinterest.
oh,
Oh, that was your first mistake.
That was
going on
it.
Pinterest.
I love Pinterest.
okay, I'm going to start us off strong with, honestly, one of, like, this is a top 3 radio moment. I cackled. And it's from none other than Mr. Oscar Piastri in Hungary, where big Tom Stellard came on the radio and said, Ricardo, I believe, is the car behind you. Can't tell if it's Ricardo or Sonoda, but they're 9th and 10th. And Oscar, in his lovely, unemotional voice, replied back with, I think Sonoda's missing a couple of wheels, so I don't think he'll be doing many laps.
Oh,
And that was quite
classic.
that happened when they were waiting in the pit lane
For the track to be clear.
after Yuki Tsunoda had crashed. So the timing was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
Impeccable. My top message, and I'm pretty sure you guys both have this one. So Mr. Carlos Sainz, the man that he is. Ricky, these are not new inters. Which inter is this? Hello.
Hello.
You know what makes it funnier? The fact
It's
that
the pause.
I know that obviously they played it like straight away all together on the radio, but in real life, because they
It's
cut them
the
together quickly, he would have been sat here going, Ricky, on into these, and he's just sat in silence.
hello.
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 Love.
We do love that one.
My top radio moment, and I don't even care, guys. People are going to say this is controversial.
Oh no.
Uh,
La 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 la.
Simply lovely. Huh. That had me. I don't even care when he said it and like Twitter went into shambles and I was there. I was laughing my head off. That was iconic. That was the moment.
Really
Who is that diva?
Diva moment. But I'm gonna counter. It's not on my list, but I'm gonna put it in as an honorable mention. Brazil when Max Verstappen clapped back with, you know what that was?
Simply
lovely.
lovely.
The vengeance behind it was brilliant. And I loved the team, but that wasn't on my list. Next up on my list, we have Signs in Australia with, I forgot, Smooth Operator. Loved it. We love a Smooth Operator moment. It's anytime that song comes on in public, in my car, anywhere, I'm like, Carlos
Sainz.
Carlos Sainz.
I'm sticking with Ferrari still from
Love.
Charles Leclerc. Carlos has been told to not put you under pressure, so just take care of your tires. Maybe try in Spanish?
Maybe try in Spanish?
That made me cackle when I first heard that. I was like,
Charles was on something that race weekend. He was not happy.
Maybe try it in Spanish?
Maybe try in Spanish?
That was brilliant.
We're going to switch it up. We're going to go to Mercedes now, over to Mr. George Russell in, I think, Qatar. Why have we put the hards on? Why have we put fucking hards back on? He was not happy with their choice, and it was so funny. That's the first time George hasn't thrown a yabba dabba do, or what are the words he uses?
Yep. It was not simple.
It was not simply lovely.
It was not.
Love. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna switch it up again. I'm just gonna go for my short and sweet one. And by sweet, I mean not sweet in the slightest. We had K-Mag in Qatar with Goff and his race engineer coming back with, nice one, Kev. Loved that one. Just short and sweet. Loved it. Perfect. And now anytime anyone tells me off, I'm like, nice one.
I already miss him. K-Mag, come back, please.
I'm gonna miss the chaos on track. New people who are watching
Who's gonna go bowling?
Yeah, people who are watching Formula One for the first time this season coming up will never know the chaos that is Kevin Magnussen.
They're never going to.
They'll never know the chaos.
They won't. And it's sad.
Okay. Brooke?
Okay, we're bringing it to Red Bull. Mr. Sergio Checo Perez. It says false start on the race control messages. Nope, it was a great start. It, in fact, was not a great start, Checo, but that's okay.
Denial is a Egypt.
Sticking with Red Bull. I actually can't remember if this was, I think it was Hungary when he had his little moment with Lewis and Max went like flying in the air.
Yes,
I think it was Hungary because like we had the Verstappen fighting with GP and Oscar and Lando at the front. GP came on and said, I understand the medical delegate needs to have a look at you and examine you. And Max came back with, what, we can send the medical delegate to the stewards team and they can have a look. See if they're all okay. Bro was on something that weekend.
Was that not the same race we were gifted with? Very childish on the radio, Max.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you the teams. It's very childish, Max. That was iconic that weekend.
I'm going to stick with Verstappen, and I'm going to go to Verstappen in Abu Dhabi with, can we ask for 20 seconds? Stupid idiots.
Stupid idiots.
I was like, ooh, stupid idiots from Max Verstappen. Wow.
Sassy, who is that diva?
He is, and like, love him or hate him, he is the moment.
Yes. I'm gonna stick with Max Verstappen.
Wow.
The train of Max Verstappen
Maybe
going.
Max is top of the podium for radios this year.
This one, I'm pretty sure Monaco, just because
I already know
of
it.
the race message. This is boring. Should have brought my pillow. And
He's
he's
not
not
wrong.
entirely wrong. It was not an exciting
He's
on
not.
the edge of my seat race.
No, he's not wrong. Well, the start.
The start, yeah.
The start was something.
Wow.
That was interesting.
I was
Well,
and bowling that one.
we're going to stick same race weekend, different driver. We're still in Monaco, but we're with the man of the hour, Mr. Charles Leclerc. Also, shout out to the fact that this was Brian's first week as Charles Leclerc's race engineer, I'm pretty sure. Do you want to know do you want to know the margin? No, Charles, we are not interested. We know. That's rude. Sorry.
So good.
Brian got thrown in the deep end.
That video also made it into the 2024 animation, didn't it? Where they like slammed the door in his face.
That's rude?
That's rude.
That's rude.
So we're going to Sainz in Great Britain for Silverstone. And I think this was during a free practice. I don't think it was quali. I believe it was a free practice, but I don't know. Where he came on the radio and said, is anyone else out there? And his engineer came back with, Lando only. And he just Orlando!
I remember that. I think it was a free practice.
So that was a beautiful moment where we love and miss Carlando always. Yeah, I loved that. I'm always a sucker for a Carlando moment. Podiums, near each other on track, outside the track, love a Carlando moment. So that made me very happy.
Speaking of Carlando, I'm gonna put the Lando in Carlando with Mr. Lando Norris. This is I actually don't remember which race this was, because this could apply for any of them, to be honest. Imagine Andrea on your shoulder saying, "Zero will spin every exit."
I think that was Singapore.
I think it was Baku or Singapore. It was one of Singapore.
It's
Baku.
one of the more.
It was one of them
ones. Too. Yeah. But I mean, just a little Andrea on his shoulder, like yapping in his ear.
No wheel spin.
I was in the gremlin.
I remember watching Max Futrell's reaction to that race, and he was like, "What does that even mean?" Great.
Little Andrea in his ear.
Little Andrea just chilling, like Lando.
Lando, remember?
Well, we're gonna a different team. And look at a driver we're gonna get more radios from next year, Mr. Oliver Baumann. In Brazil, we have a 10-second penalty for the collision with Colapinto. And Ollie came back with, why? He didn't even lose any time. Which, fair point, Ollie.
He's not wrong.
Valid.
But you did still hit it.
Listen, it's just an incident.
On the racetrack.
Just an incident on the race.
Okay. Speaking of incidents, I think this is my top radio moment of the year, and I cannot believe this word is about this, but this sentence is about to leave my mouth. But it goes to Lance Stroll.
Let's go.
My top radio moment of the year goes to Lance Stroll, and it was in Saudi Arabia, and it was hit the wall. Okay, can you bring it back, Lance? No, I'm in the wall.
I was so done with it
Delivery
already.
Was beautiful. SAS levels, incredible. Stupidity from the engineer's question, unmatched. It was beautiful.
Lance Stroll, you are the moment.
Just an amazing radio. Well done to Lance Stroll.
This is the last one that I have, and it's Mr. Oscar Piastri. And this was in Abu Dhabi, if I remember correctly. It's gonna be real embarrassing. This is
It
not Abu
was Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi. It
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yep, move of a world champion, that one. You
was
tell him, Oscar.
that
You
was
tell
right
him,
after
Pookie.
that was right after turn one. Max
Max.
Verstappen decided to just send him on a little adventure to the back of the
Little
To the back of the
adventure.
grid.
to the back of the grid. He said, "Go away."
So
He did
he needs
apologize for it.
He
He
did.
did.
He did.
Which
I
is
had
very.
a lot of built up frustration, but he apologized.
He did. We love
That,
that from him.
that was just a great monotone Oscar moment.
You
Any
know, I
monotone
don't.
Oscar moments.
This is
Great.
what I mean, though. Everyone else would be like, "Oh, what's this guy doing?" Like, ah. And Oscar's just like, "Wow, move of
World
world
champion.
one," which I think would hurt more. I would
Oh
rather
yeah.
listen back to the radios and hear that they're swearing at me doing something stupid than that. I feel like that feels like a
Yeah.
Because you just know he's so frustrated and mad, but he's like he's keeping it calm, but he wants to let him know, like, hey.
No, but like even with Oscar's previous radios with like classic Carlos, like if I was Carlos Sainz, I'd be crying myself to sleep that night.
It just hits different.
It's different. It's different. This time. Oh, you said a Taylor Swift lyric. It's gonna happen.
I've got Lando. I don't actually know when this was from. I'm going to assume a free practice or a qualifying session towards the start of the year. Fucking idiots, these blokes. All of them. Not all of them, just some of them. And Will came back with, I won't ask you to name which ones are. No.
I love
I
that.
don't actually know the race up or that which like,
it was right at the start of the year.
It was right at the start of the season.
It was when I was watching it because I remember hearing that. So it's after Suzuka.
At some point.
It's after Suzuka. It could have been Suzuka.
Okay, I have 3 left. They're all like,
well, we can do 3 more then.
They're all like little win ones. So I'm gonna give my shout out to the end of the French Civil War with Ocon in Brazil. And it was this is more so his engineer's response was brilliant rather than Ocon's radio was brilliant, but the radio altogether. So Ocon came on the radio and said, "Oh, didn't think we were going to be there, right?" And his engineer came back with, "Funnily enough, no, I didn't think so. No, so well done."
Hey, you gotta be honest.
Gotta keep that man humble.
Talking about winning, I've got Mr. George Russell after Max and Lando had their little moment in Austria. Toto comes over and goes, "George, you can win this." George comes back with, "Just let me drive."
We were very excited there, Toto. That was the same one as Focus, George, focus.
Was that one or was that Spa? No, that was Austria.
That's so good.
Focus, George, focus. Jump scare.
Focus, George, focus was
Focus, George, focus. With sleep paralysis demon.
Or just like jolted the wheel.
Okay. Speaking of Mercedes, I have Toto Wolff to Lewis Hamilton in Abu Dhabi, which was, "We love you too, and you're always going to be a part of that family, and if we can't win, you should." That was the moment. I had held it together. I was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'd been screaming. I'd been whatever. Wasn't crying. I'd welled up. Wasn't crying. That radio came on. Gone. Glasses were off. Bawling my eyes out. I was like, oh my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever. So, love that. But I did cry my eyes out at that.
Oh, yes. If you didn't, then you should have.
Yeah. Beth?
I've got, it's quite funny. I can't remember exactly which race it's from. Some part of the Max Lando choose your own driving line saga. With Max Verstappen's. Then you can tell the FIA that's how we're going to race from now onwards. Just driving people off the road. Which
through
the bit. It was actually Hungary.
Oh. God,
quote from Max Verstappen. After the 2024 Hungarian Grand Prix, Verstappen said this after being told to give the position back to Lando Norris.
Oh, I remember this now.
The Hungarian Grand Prix down in my therapy notes.
I might rewatch that just to relive the trauma because I fear so much actually
Stop.
happened.
That's a
So much
wild
happened
statement.
that I don't actually know what happened.
I feel numb. I need to feel something. I'm no longer putting on Abu Dhabi 2021. I'm putting on the Hungarian 2024.
As soon as I see the little McLaren radio box come up there, I'll click the mute button just for 5 minutes. And then once it's gone, I'll turn the sound back on.
You'll have some sanity by the
This
end of
is
it.
not how you win a world championship, Lando. You're gonna need Oscar. You're gonna
need the team.
Ugh!
You proved your
That does
point.
not go in the top radio moments. That goes in the grave.
That's my list. That's
in my why do I support McLaren list, honestly. But we love them. And speaking of McLaren, my final, and I want to say top radio moment, even though it goes to Lance Stroll for top funny radio moment, but my top radio moment of the year goes to Lando Norris in Abu Dhabi with papaya on top, because that was just what I needed to hear. And then he said his thanks to the team and then went on to say, next year's gonna be my year too. And that's
it will be.
That is the iconic behavior, the attitude. This is what we need going into 2025. Lando Norris 2025 World Driver Championship. Manifesting it. I've got yeah.
Do you know what? You're talking about papaya, so I think we end on this one, and Lucy is going to absolutely scream because she knows what I'm going to say. It has to be in there for the iconicness. You are allowed to race Oscar. Papaya rules.
You would put papaya rules, wouldn't you? You would do that. You put Simply Lovely, and now you're putting papaya rules.
Who gave you the right? Who gave you the mother right?
Your Honor, kick her from the call.
I fear that it was just.
I'll kick her from the podcast.
It was an iconic moment, and I fear not mentioning the confusion that we all went through in that moment. Just like, what does Will mean? Papaya rules.
Yeah, it was the texts to you guys being like, papaya rules? Huh?
If there's any papaya rules this season, I'm actually gonna have a fit and I will cry. I don't want it. It can stay in 2024.
Can we add just confusion? Just be like, if Lando's being prioritized, we'll call them fluoro rules, and if Oscar's being prioritized, we'll call them Tim Tam rules or something.
Oh, I can't wait for races to come back.
Tim Tam rules.
I can have my race week Tim Tams when racing comes back.
Stop. That's a slang.
Rules. Lando's being prioritized. Tim Tam rules. Oscar's being prioritized. Papaya rules. They're allowed to race.
Papaya rules. You just Max Verstappen gets to win.
Anyone else?
Papaya rules. We're actually gonna the championship up the wall. Good luck, guys.
It's actually to be Carlos. He's the third driver, so he's
Carlos
being
rules. They just let him come.
That's their third driver right there.
Fuck. Carlos is going to be fighting for points this year rather than win.
We're fighting for points.
I just hope they give him a not tractor.
I feel like
Brooke, they have no money. He's so
You know what? That's true. They're gonna be lucky they have a car.
They're gonna have a bike. That's why Carlos is always on his bike.
They're gonna have a bike.
He's gonna have a Lime bike. That's why he's moving to London.
Yes.
He's practicing.
Yes, that's it. We did also get his selfie outside the
Grove.
The Grove, which
Brooke, did you see?
Got all the edits to I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the end.
No, but did you see the tweet that was like, Carlos looks happier in the hospital bed rather than at the Williams factory?
No, that did make me chuckle.
Bro, it's so true though.
Bro, so true. What was the other edit song? I've seen
I don't know, but the Williams factory.
Familiar like my mirror years ago.
And they cut to Logan.
Yeah, the Williams factory looks like the entrance of a leisure centre. Don't even lie.
I saw a bus station.
If I saw that, I'd think there's a swimming pool and a gym inside. I mean, there probably is, but
I think Lando actually needs to move to Williams because it
No.
looks like a bus station and he might get the attention
Oh,
from the bus
yeah.
stop.
It's fine because Ellen Ford did ask Lando to confirm that the polo red was not something else.
That was
Did you see that,
everything.
Brooke?
Brooke, did you see this? This happened today.
Yeah, I replied to it. I'm like, I'm dead.
Yeah. Oh my God. So for those who haven't seen it, Lando posted a video as of filming day, which is Sunday. Lando posted a video of him like doing the Polo Red ad. And he's like doing
Donuts.
Donuts.
Not donuts,
I nearly
but
said
circles.
donuts round a Polo Red bottle. And the LM4 admin commented saying, "You sure that's not something else, bro?" I don't know who this admin is, but I love them.
Admin's so
admin
unhinged.
is
We
so
literally
good.
love them.
I'm surprised at how many people have replied to that comment, being like, "Can someone explain?"
But I fear if you weren't on Twitter,
How have
Yeah.
you missed the
it
Lando
made it a bit.
skipping era?
It made a bit to TikTok, but it was mainly on Twitter.
It was
It was
me.
minute. Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I try to avoid at all costs because it scares me sometimes.
Yeah, the Charles and Lando fans were at it again. Lucy, you missed it.
They were.
Because
People are kind of coming for Alex too with the whole him racing under the Thai flag and not the British flag because of his quote that says, "I'm British when I win, but I'm Thai when I lose," or something like that.
People
No,
just need to go outside some more.
the Charles
Agreed.
and Lando fan drama yesterday was actually so funny. I said she crying with me.
The only drama that I've been seeing was someone's saying something about Oscars PR or something.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I haven't seen that.
And I'm like, what has Oscar done? Man's
That was
just
the Lando and Oscar fans
Nothing.
going at it again.
the Lando and Oscar fans despise each other, and as a both Lando and Oscar fan, I'm scared.
I don't like it. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm telling a trusted adult. Like, I'm terrified. But yeah, no, odd. Twitter scares me. Okay, we have our very limited news for the week.
Yep.
So we had Esty Bestie and Ollie have done their testing for Haas.
Oh, he looked Esty
Well,
Bestie looked happy. Ollie looked like he wanted to go back to bed.
Ollie looked like he was being held at gunpoint.
But he always does.
Esteban always looks so happy.
He does.
It's because he's not with Pierre anymore.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, he did say it was his best test day though. That was actually so cute. He was like, "It's my
That's
best
so
test day."
cute.
I was like, "Oh, Esty Bestie, you have moved me."
I'm actually very excited to see that drive repairing next year.
I am too.
I am. I'm very excited to see where that goes. Okay, what else do we have? We have Lando's finally back from the dead. He has been very active in the last 24 hours on Instagram. Very active.
He's showing us the world. He's letting
It's
us
a
know.
jump scare though, because Lando does this thing where he will disappear for months and then will just randomly appear again, just like, hey. And you're like, oh.
Hello, Lando.
So he's been away skiing and ice karting.
That looks so fun, by the way.
Looks
Quadrant.
way fun, like way too much fun, but also
Terrifying.
Scary.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some content. We got a little flash video from Max Futrell's TikTok of Lando in his getup, which then every comment was just like Lando, and I was like, that's.
And Max
His
looked
Twitch
like
chat.
Smurf. So.
Max looked like Papa Smurf, which everyone on Twitter is now making it their profile picture.
People are saying that he looks like a little elf too.
Well, they are in Lapland, so
Lando's picking him up after Christmas.
He's small enough. He fits it.
He's gone missing. That's why he's not been on stream.
Wow.
Oh my god! Max said that he's streaming tonight, guys.
How is Max out here catching strays? Wow.
No, we love you, Max. We love you. Some love hearts.
That's gonna be a clip for TikTok.
That needs to be a clip for TikTok. Max out here catching strays. Yes. Speaking of Max, Futrell, and Lando Norris, we have a new Hilton video coming soon. It was teased on the Hilton Instagram, is it going to be an actual video or is it going to be 30 seconds of them sitting in a bed eating pasta? I have no idea.
I'll take either of them.
They will do it like a winner. And our last little piece of news goes to Max Verstappen, who has we've got another member on the grid, guys.
Another furry friend.
Doggo. And it's called Nino.
Little dash hands.
That's another dachshund for the grid.
So we now have Roscoe, Simba, Leo, and Nino.
And the 700 pets that Alex has.
Yeah.
Alex's farm is on the way too.
And Alvin Pets is there as well.
Yes.
I have to say, I fear we have to pray for the Verstappen household because they now have 2 cats, a kitten, a dog, a child, and a baby on the way. So pray for Kelly.
Pray for Kelly, for real.
Yeah, Max is gonna walk off to another country and Kelly's gonna be here like so like prayers are with Kelly this week.
She's doing great. You're doing great, Queen.
She's doing great. Her social media game is still next level. Love her. So yeah, but that's about all we have. Bit of a random episode this week because there's literally
there's nothing
news. So we played our little game. Hopefully there's more news next week. If not, we'll be coming up with more random little games and quizzes to play. Oh my god, we should do a quiz.
We'll do a quiz, yeah. Next week.
We'll do a pop quiz.
Next week
I'll
we
make
can. Yeah.
Okay, slay.
I mean, next week we can talk about Lewis's Ferrari test day, which is tomorrow.
Oh, exciting!
I just opened TikTok by accident.
Brooke's screaming because she can't.
It must be real nice, huh?
It is.
It's pretty simply lovely.
Hey!
I had to remove it from like the iPhones. You have like that bottom bar that you can put like 4 apps in.
Yeah.
That's where I had it, and I'm like, I need to move it, or else I'm gonna be instinctively clicking on it. I'm like, I can't be doing that.
Okay, it is time for our meme of the week. Who's going first?
I really like mine, and it's courtesy. This is one of the last TikToks that Lucy sent me, and I told her,
I know exactly what this is.
I'm like, I need to use this because it's just so funny, and.
I found it at 4 a.m. and it really made me giggle.
I literally love it. It's IndyCar, OutdyCar.
Facts.
So good.
I laughed way too hard at it. I was like, why am I finding this so funny?
It's one of the best things I've ever seen. It's so good.
Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I haven't found my meme. Hold on. Where'd it go? It's been lost.
Would you like me to go while you're looking for yours?
Yes, please.
I've got a shout out to our favourite driver who is incredibly sinister, evil and orange, Mr. Oscar Piastri.
He's a ghost.
What does it say?
Incredibly sinister, evil and orange.
Nice.
That's a great video.
Back to that Prema video. That was so iconic. Logan's dancing was great.
I need to watch that back.
Okay. I found mine, and mine really has no context to anything we've talked about today, but I just finished Gunther Steiner's book. His new book, Unfiltered, I think it's called. I just finished it. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So my meme of the week is just this.
Oh, I love that picture. He's such an icon.
There was really no reason for it.
I miss him every.
Smash my door.
Read you guys what the
fuck? Smash my door.
By the way,
Gene.
there's my Formula One books. Hold on.
I think Gene is doing okay.
I have about 50 Formula One books right now that I need to try find Gunther Steiner here. Welcome to my F1 book collection. Okay.
MTV Cribs.
Gunther Steiner. This is a brilliant book. Where'd my head go? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was laughing. It was giving me drama. It was giving me tea. It was giving me like there's pictures, guys.
Oh my God, that's why I love the Mercedes one, because there's pictures.
Yeah, there's pictures. But I knew I was gonna like this the second I opened it and I looked at the thanks page, and it says, "For my family and all the guys at Haas F1, past and present," and it has a little star. And I was like, "The f does that little star mean?" Till I looked down in the bottom corner and the star, and it says, "Except Eugene."
Ian is screaming, crying, and throwing up right now.
I also knew I was gonna love it when the foreword was by Toto Wolff. Which, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need that book.
We do have Toto Wolff saying, "Does the world really need another Gunter book?"
Yes, we do. We need more, actually.
Yes. Also, not Toto Wolff. Gunter Steiner is coming to Belfast for his like book tour. And I
fear you need to go.
Buying tickets. I fear I need to go.
I fear you need to.
I don't know if it's sold out yet though, because the tickets went on sale like a month ago.
Go have a look and report back.
Shall I check right now?
You know what? Do it.
I know there's a ton of seats left. Sorry.
That's also great news and also really bad news.
Yeah.
Many people don't want to go see Gunther.
Yeah, there's literally still like
loads of seats
left.
Oh yeah, you got loads of choices.
I would go for sure.
I might. The tickets are quite cheap, so I might go see my game.
Get the content.
The only issue is there's nowhere to park for the Ulster Hall. It's really difficult to get to. Anyway, I'll work that out at a later date. I also still I did read this, How to Win a Grand Prix by Bernie Collins, my Northern Irish queen. Incredible book. Guys, I will say, if you're new to Formula One and you're trying to work things out, please buy actual Formula One books. Buy actual books that tell you about Formula One. This is Surviving to Drive, Gunter Steiner, Unfiltered Gunter Steiner, How to Win a Grand Prix, Bernie Collins, Inside Mercedes F1, which I haven't read yet, but Beth started and said it was very interesting. She was the one that told me to pick it up.
Oh my God, is yours a paperback?
Yeah.
Is yours not, Beth?
Oh, mine's not. What the freak? I got the hardback.
Oh. What else do I have as an F1 book?
I prefer hardcovers.
I also have Grand Prix by R.I.P. Will Buxton. He's us. But this I would actually recommend for anyone who's very, very new to Formula One, because this brings you right back, and it is a picture book to like the very, very beginning of like
I love picture books.
What is Formula One? It gives you a map where all the races are. It gives you the tracks. Like, so if you are new to Formula One and you genuinely know nothing, this gives you your race format for the weekends with sprints. It gives you details on the cars, on the steering wheels. Like, I genuinely, anyone who is new to Formula One, that's all the safety equipment page. I
need this book.
Anyone who is new to Formula One and wants to learn more about it, Will Buxton's Grand Prix book. It is quite pricey. It was £25. But
I think on Amazon
it gives you like all the way back to the beginning, what a pit stop is, the evolution of the car designs. It gives you descriptions on like old, very famous drivers. There's Fangio, there's Hawthorne, there's Ascari. Like, it gives you details all the way up to current drivers. There's Fernando Alonso. So
for my Americans, on Amazon, it's $15 right now.
There you go. Go get it on Amazon.
It's on sale right now.
Like, highly, 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 highly recommend to anyone who wants to know. And anyone who also learns better from figures, because I know there's another book that I've seen other F1 like TikTokers recommend called The Formula, which I know a lot of people read to learn about Formula One. If you want just a simple picture book with descriptions alongside the pictures, if you're more of a visual person than, reading and gaining information that way, I highly recommend. So there you go. There's Lucy's little book tour, but Yeah, Bernie Collins, loved that one. I picked that up on Christmas Eve, actually. I treated myself to that on Christmas Eve.
Yay.
And incredible. I mean, I had to. She's my Northern Irish queen.
She's a queen. We love her.
The first chapter is literally called Fermanagh to Formula One. And I was like, yes! we were mentioned! So, yeah, there you go. There's a collection of books to read. I will list them on the screen. I have read all of them except for Inside Mercedes F1, but that is my next book to read. So, yay! Also, I feel like I was actually really disappointed. Nobody got one of the drivers this book for Secret Santa this year.
Oh,
that would have been so good.
That would have been the funniest thing literally ever if they handed someone a book called How to Win a Grand Prix. They missed an opportunity there. But
they did.
There was a great one and they fumbled it.
Guys, Christmas next year, right? Right. You watching? Any F1 drivers watching? Christmas next year. If you get someone for Secret Santa who's never won a race,
you gotta buy him the book.
You gotta buy him Bernie Collins' book. Support your commentators, guys. Support them.
Real.
So yeah, but that's about it from us today. That was a very random, spontaneous book review, but hey ho. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we will have more content to talk about next week, and hopefully I'll have actually read Inside Mercedes. But we hope you enjoyed. We will see you next week for another episode of Lights Out, Let's Talk. Cue that outro.
We don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hold up.